Hi drummers, Garey Williams is back with another reaction and analysis video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in lessons or cool Facebook group or some awesome drum set courses, all that info is in the text box below. Check it out. Today we're going to be listening to one of my very favorite drummers, Horacio El Negro Hernandez. I first heard of this drummer at a Modern Drummer Festival, and he affected me like two other drummers did. He was my third spiritual drumming experience. What do I mean? I discussed it in more detail in another video, but basically it brought me to tears. I was so shocked and moved, and I just loved his playing, and it just did something to me. And from that point on, I started really checking this drummer out. In fact, I went through his book called Conversations in Clave, which he called an Afro-Cuban new breed. The New Breed by Gary Chester I went through before that book, very challenging book. But Horacio's book was even harder because the whole time through I was performing the left foot clave. Now in this particular example, he's got the left foot 3-2 rumba clave, and I developed the 3-2 son clave. Anyways, let's check him out. Enough of my talking. This is the great Horacio El Negro Hernandez, and John Patitucci is playing bass, and this is from a little Modern Drummer Festival some years ago. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Nice. He's playing the cascada rhythm on the ride cymbal. He mixes up 6/8 with like 8/8. God. God. Nice. Love that double stroke fanning. Yes. Love that. Paradiddles and triplets between. God. Da, 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 da. Then double bass. Nice. Got. Seems like he's doing a lot of the cascada pattern, just orchestrating the left hand around the drums. Ooh, ooh. Love it. Looks like a 2 up, 2 down, right, left, kick, kick. Yeah, and then there's that double stroke. He comes off the ride. 5s and paradiddles, double paradiddles. Yes! Yeah! Oh, love it! It's like 2 up, 4 down with the double bass. Wow! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Man! Yeah, I'm tearing up again. God! That drummer is just freaking amazing. And just like, one of the very finest on the planet. My God. That clave foot, all the way through. Incredible. That independence, you know. My hands are pretty free, and I can keep the tune bow going. But to be able to put that right foot in there, I still got work to do to pull that off. And I'm not so deeply into the Latin stuff that I'm doing it all the time. But I do like that. I just fell in love with that. I've spent a lot of time working on soloing against the left foot ostinato, but the left foot clave is just amazing. It's so much more difficult because it takes 8 counts to complete the cycle. Unlike if you play 2 and 4, it's a 2-beat cycle. Quarter notes is 1-beat cycle. 8 is 1-beat cycle. So when you got 8 beats of a different kind of rhythm for 8 counts, it has to be repeated. That's a lot of time to be able to work the other limbs against it. But the musicianship, the feel, the way he's able to create this percussion ensemble. I think there's at least 5 cowbells on that setup and 2 jam blocks, if not 3, because he's got 2 cowbells on the right. I think he had at least 1, if not 2 cowbells on the left, and he's got a left foot cowbell. So he's doing the whole left foot clave thing all the way through. So I just love this guy's playing, and obviously he's very contemporary. He actually had Dave Weckl mix his first solo album and Italuba, I think is what it's called. And it's just incredible. The drum sounds are phenomenal. Of course, Dave Weckl always gets good drum sounds. And Dave was explaining at a clinic where Horacio wanted him to mix his first album. And he said, and when he was getting all the tracks and he was pulling up the faders, he was going, man, I got to figure out what's going with what. And then he said, and then he had this left foot clave. So all the drummers were just so blown away by this ability to do this kind of stuff. There's other drummers that are doing this today. And of course, Akira Jimbo was doing some similar things for a long time ago. And there's some other drummers that are doing the same stuff. But anyways, I absolutely love this drummer, Horacio El Negro Hernandez. Love those paradiddles, using some of the rudiments. One of the things that drummers should be noticing in all of these reaction videos to just about every drum solo I've talked about is rudiments. These drummers really have their hands together. There's just no way. I think, God, the best way to put it would be what Ed Sulf said in one of his PASIC, or Percussive Art Society International Clinics. If you really want to play the drum set well, it comes back to your snare drum technique, which comes back to your rudiments and your basic ability to play the rudimental scales. So anyways, I hope you like this. I loved it. I could go on about this drummer because I so love his playing. And check him out on some Michel Camello albums. That's when I first heard him on recording, and it was like a combination of Dave Weckl meets, well, it's actually an Afro-Cuban Vinny Colaiuta, is what I thought. And I was like, this sounds kind of like Vinny, but this guy's totally Afro-Cuban. And that was where it started, and then the Modern Drummer Festival I mentioned earlier. So anyways, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, contact me for lessons. And until then, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next reaction and analysis video. Take care, and bye-bye.